Hey Frugivore, welcome back to the Frugivore Diet channel. So today's video is pretty concerning, to be honest. It's pretty concerning, okay, because Trisha Paytas is pregnant. She's pregnant, and she's also titled her recent video Sushi while pregnant, which is definitely concerning as well. Like, I'm genuinely worried for the future child, for the baby. I'm genuinely concerned, all right? Because we know Trisha Paytas, she talks openly about, mental health issues. She's obviously eating absolute rubbish and not looking after herself, also on all sorts of medication. And this is, to me, that is not the body that should be bringing in a child into this world. We should be completely healthy and sorted out ourselves before we actually bring another life into the world. That's my opinion, okay? And I think, of course, it's natural and it's beautiful, like to bring a life into the world, but not really always, is it? Not really always, when we have things like miscarriages and premature birth and all sorts of birth defects and stuff like that related to what people eat and their lifestyle and medication and stuff like that. And it can be a very, very sad situation, right? And it's a lifelong commitment. And I don't know if Trisha Paytas realizes that, or is ready for that. And I didn't watch this whole video, okay? Because look, really, do you really think I can get through this whole video of her chatting. I don't know. Like, I kind of have a soft spot for Moses. I feel like he, when I do hear him speak and stuff, he does seem like he has a good heart and very tolerant, to be with Trisha. Absolutely like a saint, right? To be with Trisha. I don't know what happens off screen. I do not know. But yeah, anyway, that's just a side thing on my feelings about Moses. But anyway, let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. Let's see if she is eating sushi while pregnant. And I wouldn't be surprised, right? She's already using her pregnancy in a controversial manner. Trish, I can just imagine when the baby pops out, she's just going to be making it controversial and drama and, and just potentially raising a child that goes into the world as a broken adult. This is sad. Okay. Anyway, let's go, right? Let's go.
I don't even know. I don't have these connections.
So I just fast forwarded to this point when they're in a restaurant.
So cute.
It's okay, we're like on the water.
So pretty. Oh my god, I love it. And there's a fire on our date night. Oh my god.
I think he genuinely likes hearing that, like seeing her happy, which is very sweet.
I thought it wasn't anything. I was like, hey Moses, okay.
This date is fire.
Oh my god. That's so. This is an appetizer, but I don't think I can have it because it's raw.
Well, that sounds good. At least she is not. I don't think she's going to have it. So she's exercising some form of responsibility here because listeria is E. coli, salmonella. They are real concerns, like just in general. But when you're bringing another life into the world, for the baby, for what's going to happen, what's going to happen with potential birth defects and the fact that you're bringing a lot of mercury into your system and that can affect the baby's like nervous system developing and your own as well. I mean, like there's never any good time to consume sea life, muscle tissue, that you must not put in your body, and fat tissue that you should not put in your body because it's got all sorts of environmental pollutants in there, and then you're just going to transfer that, a lot of it effortlessly to your body, and it can affect your nervous system functioning and all sorts of other things, right? So that sounds good for a start. She's not going to have it. It's a shame that, like, why would he order it, when she knows, she couldn't have it. Strange.
But you can enjoy it. I did find things though. I could eat some California rolls. I could eat Wagyu. Even my doctor actually said I could eat sushi, but
I mean, California rolls, I think they're usually plant-based, right? Maybe they've got some sort of like processed sea life flesh in there, but I don't know.
But I don't really like raw fish anyway, so I like sushi restaurants because I like all the stuff that comes with it, but so cute.
By the way, sushi is great. You know, if you want to lean down and eat something that is cooked but still, relatively healthy, I would definitely go for the sushi, obviously without animal bits and pieces. Go for the plant-based sushi because it is high in carbohydrates, low in fat, and very satisfying. Okay, it's very satisfying. It's not something I eat at the moment, but I was right into it, and it will just pack it in. Honestly, pack it in. You got a lot of weight to lose. Pack in the sushi, vegetables, rice. It does not make you fat. It does not lay down the fat tissue.
Also, I got a lot of compliments on my dress, so thank God. I thought I was a little over the top, a little too much for this kind of vibe. But
Trisha Paytas over the top? Of course not.
this lighting's good. We can take another picture. It's so cute. I got some edamame.
I never think of Trisha as being over the top, right? Like, why he's got so much like raw like sea life when he knows she's pregnant? Moses is not very conscious, right now.
Got some mini tacos.
What is that little fried abomination? Yeah, I mean, I guess the beige color can tell you everything you need to know about it. There's a little bit of life on top to try and bring it up, bring the vibration up.
Mushroom soup. Hot and steamy, perfect for a cool night. Ooh, raw shrimp tempura.
Okay, so she's probably going to eat that, right? Shrimp tempura shrimp. So just fried sea life. Okay, so fried sea life. So she's going to, expose a child. Like you need to realize that it doesn't matter, if it's raw or it's cooked. Obviously, it's worse if it's raw, but you don't want to be having cooked sea life either. Okay, there's still a high risk of contamination that can affect the fetus. You know what I mean? You can have like growth retardation, birth defects, premature birth. I mean, my money is kind of on Trish having a premature baby, right? I kind of predict a premature baby, and hopefully she doesn't miscarriage, because she eats all sorts of rubbish that can harm the baby, and I doubt she is going to stop doing that. I just don't see her as this selfless type, right? I see her as very self-centered. She's probably still going to eat like the carcinogenic meats, lunch meats and hot dogs. And please don't eat like this woman. Go fruit yourself. You will be completely satisfied if you eat enough fruit on a fruit-based lifestyle. You get to eat as much as you care for and lose weight, feel great, look and feel your best, have the energy like you can't imagine. Okay, or you can feel like death basically by eating this fried rubbish, animal bits and pieces. Check out my books. The link is in the description below. You can get the physical books on Amazon, or there's a link to the ebooks which you can download instantly and change your life. Honestly, like, I will promote these books forever because they're amazing. If I do say so myself, my own books are amazing and they change people's lives, and I've seen it many, many, many times. It's time to get off that diet merry-go-round and get lean, get fit, get healthy, get conscious, and go fruit yourself.
I'm gonna live. Said the mushroom was so cute. Okay. This is without a doubt the best rock shrimp tempura ever, and probably their best dish here. I looked up popular dishes at Nobu. Rock shrimp tempura.
Did she just say raw shrimp tempura? I don't know, but you can't obviously have it raw when it's fried. I mean, just having that fried food. Like, number one, I mean, if I was pregnant, there's no way in the world I would be having fried food. It's just carcinogenic. I mean, and you are nourishing like that new life inside you. So you want the absolute optimal nutrition, right? But she's already like, it's already so early, but then she still doesn't care. So you can imagine how it's going to, it's going to devolve. It's going to get even worse as time goes on. I can't imagine it getting better, but who knows? Oh gosh, she's really in for a shock when she has a baby, isn't she? I can just imagine there's going to be so much controversy if the baby is born, that is. I mean, like, she's going to involve the baby in so much drama.
It's so good. I amazing.
Like I honestly can't say congratulations in this situation at all. Like some people just should not be having children, like having babies. Like if Trisha sorted out her life and her diet and her health and got slim and healthy, then I would be like, okay, that's a different story. But she's she's obese, she's unhealthy, she's on medication, she has mental issues. Like, what possibility does this child have of having like a healthy upbringing, right? A healthy, balanced upbringing. The child's probably going to be palmed off to her mom or like her sister or a nanny. I can see that happening, definitely. She cares too much about how she looks and stuff like that, and like it's just kind of I can't imagine it giving much attention to another life, but maybe I'm going to be wrong. Maybe she's going to be the most attentive mummy ever, but tell me in the comments, what do you think? I can't see it.
Alright, we got our sushi at Nobu.
See, so she's having sushi here, like, and she's probably like, oh, it's okay if it's not cooked. I mean, if it's cooked. It's not, okay? It's still a risk for listeria. It's still a risk for E. coli, salmonella. It's like, don't have it for your own health. Don't have it for your baby's health. Like, why would you even risk it? Why risk it when there's so much else you can have? And just take out that sea life and have it plant-based. Easy.
I think I can eat this. This has crab meat.
No,
Okay.
you cannot. She's already exposing the fetus to mercury, to heavy metals, which can affect the development of the nervous system, for one. And parasites, right? You don't want your baby, like your fetus to be infected with parasites.
Okay. Pregnant people can eat crab.
No, they cannot. I mean, they can, but they shouldn't.
And it's so good too. How are you enjoying dinner?
Oh, I just kind of feel like Trisha's diet's going to get even worse now she's pregnant, because she's going to be even hungrier and just out of control, right? I think she's going to be really out of control. And then just think about, like, and this is part of the reason, like, that women have really painful, like, long labor births as well, because they're eating absolute rubbish. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on it, but I have done my research and I have spoken to many fruit-based mums, and that is the general consensus, okay? Because even when they, might eat more cooked food than normal, they've experienced longer labors, more painful, and that's something to consider. But yeah, hopefully she doesn't miscarriage, right?
Love it. Japanese is the best.
So good. We got the wagyu.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, gosh, this is just getting sadder by the moment. Trish, you're pregnant. This is really, really unhealthy.
With all the teriyaki.
Oh, wow. Just because it's like Japanese, I think some people have this kind of misconception that, oh, it's just automatically healthy and clean or something. I don't know. It's just some weird vibe, but this is the muscle tissue of a bovine. Okay. And you are a frugivore, meant to be having a fruit-based diet, plant-based at the very least, high carb, low fat, but to ingest some muscle tissue that is full of this protein that you're not meant to have in your body, and this saturated animal fat, that's a couple of things, right? This is dangerous to eat like this, especially when you're pregnant.
Hot, sweet.
This is part of the reason that there's so many like screwed up adults in the world. There's so many humans, especially in America, like who are eating like this. Please do not bring a life into the world if you are eating absolute rubbish and you are not going to nourish that child properly. It's cruel. It's absolutely cruel. And I would go as far as saying it's child A, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say the word, but absolutely. And remember, this used to be an animal that actually had his or her own family, wanted to live, and she's just taking the life for this quick meal. You know what I mean? She's part of the reason the life has been taken, and it's unacceptable. Ugh, and gross.
What's that?
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Like, just what's that? And this is the whole problem with when you go to like restaurant, right? You don't even know what you're eating. What's that? She doesn't even know what the ingredients is in this, but she's like, nah, I trust it. I'll just have it. And she's pregnant. She doesn't know how this will affect her baby, her developing fetus. It's not a baby yet; it's a fetus. So I mean, like, that's the whole problem right there in a banana peel, right? In a nutshell, is what's this? You don't know what you're being served in these restaurants and who buy and their hygiene and all of that stuff. Think about that. Okay, this is important so you don't get parasites. I mean, parasites can seriously ruin your life.
Looks good. Okay, I think they're working now.
She's just like, she is too much, seriously.
You're like the shoe police.
I know.
Oh,
When we were
gosh.
walking through Nobu, I was like,
Oh, jeez. This is what's important to Trisha. Looking flashy for the public. Like, I just can't imagine her really dedicating the amount of time necessary for a child, right? I cannot see it.
Dark in there in your shoes.
I'm
do you know
genuinely concerned.
why they do that? Like, do you know from the movie why they do that?
I'm genuinely concerned, okay? I really am. This is what's going in Trisha's belly. This fried crap, honestly, just sea life that wanted to be left in the ocean. We came in and we pulled them out and we said, no, you're going to be my 5-minute meal. Your life is ended. You screw your family, screw pain. Like, you have to go through hell just for my 5-minute meal. This is unacceptable. It's unnecessary. It's unhealthy for you. Don't do it. Be smart. You're a frugivore. This is unhealthy. This is toxic for your child, for your baby, for your fetus. All right, that's what I got to say today. I'm genuinely concerned. I'm worried. I'm worried. Yeah. I definitely am not supportive of her having a baby at this point. I mean, I know it doesn't matter what I think, but this is my channel and I will be sharing how I feel about it on it, obviously. And it's bad news. It's bad news, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. And, okay. Don't forget to go through yourself, and I'll see you next video.